Well. It looks like AEW is starting to tear itself apart from the inside out. I don't want to sit here and say I told you so, but based on past videos that I've shared, well, I told you so. When they was getting all these acquisitions and that roster kept building and building and building, in past videos I said that eventually this will become an issue. And it looks like with all the drama that has transpired from CM Punk and the EVPs, with Tony Khan, now with Andrade and Sammy Guevara. And before I break this down and give you my thoughts, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. That way you always get up-to-date videos when I drop them. Also, leave a comment down below on how you feel about what's going on inside AEW right now. To me, as a company, everything that's happening is very concerning. And if Tony Khan doesn't get a hold on the situations at hand, he's going to lose this company because the fans are just going to be like, look, I'm not going to be watching this, with everything going on behind the scenes. So, Andrade, and I'm not even going to try. I'm not even going to try to say his last name. I do not have that gift to pronounce names that are just a little exotic. So Andrade, y'all know who I'm talking about. If you don't, go type it in Google. I'm sure it will pop up. And Sammy Guevara. There were rumors going around, and as I read on Wrestling Inc., I like to give credit where credit is due. I got some of this information from Wrestling Inc. Sammy Guevara had some issues with the way he was hit by Andrade in the ring. Now, this was confirmed that there was a confrontation backstage by the assistant of Andrade's in an interview that, hey, this was confirmed. There was a confrontation between the two about this problem. But Andrade would go on the Twitter today, and I quote, "I said it to your face if you had a problem with me and you said nothing. I won't beat your blank. Gotta keep it clean for the kids. Because I'm a professional. Don't be scared when I say something. I name names. And I'm not scared to get fired." Sammy Guevara's response would be, "You didn't say blank to me, you liar. But here's some truth, you ungrateful prick. You would be jobless if it wasn't for your dad-in-law." Could use father-in-law, would have done the same thing. Sammy, just a little, I'm not a grammar Nazi, but I'm just, dad-in-law, come on. If you're going to be intimidating, you can't say dad-in-law, man. You gotta be father-in-law, you gotta be stern in it. Continue with the quote. "Are you really mad at me or mad at yourself for failing to get over for a second time? Just go back to WWE like we all know you want to do and blank off." Recent reports have also said Andrade is not happy with the way he's been booked, is not happy inside AEW. I feel like there's a lot of wrestlers that feel that same way. We've been seeing the reports come out on different wrestlers kind of upset with how they've been booked and how they've been handled. That happens when you have such a big roster. That was my issue when all these people was coming in. Look, there's not going to be enough TV time for these wrestlers, and wrestlers have egos, and it's not necessarily a bad thing because you want your character to get over because you have to get over with the fans in order to be successful inside wrestling. Now, what Sammy said, part of it I agree with, other parts I do not. It's not because of Ric Flair. That's who Sammy's referring to. Because, Andrade is married to Charlotte Flair. So Ric Flair is now his father-in-law. It's not because of Ric Flair that Andrade has a job. All right, and he's not jobless. The guy is very talented. I do agree with Sammy that the fact that he has not gotten over in either WWE and or now AEW. A lot of this has to do with the fact that I think Andrade has very poor English, or at least he comes off that way, that his English is not very strong. So it does make it hard for the fans, for me, for sure, to connect with somebody. And his character, when he first debuted, is very intriguing. He had a lot of potential. Unfortunately, he just got lost in the shuffle in AEW. with WWE, it was a whole different thing. Vince kept booking him in matches with Rey Mysterio because of the Spanish heritage. And to be honest, that's why it kept happening. It was stereotypical stuff that he kept getting booked in. So part of it's his fault because he still didn't get over. The other part is Vince McMahon's fault. The bigger picture here, though, the bigger outline is, as I get ready to shut this down, Tony Khan has a major issue going on inside AEW right now. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if he doesn't get a hold of this, AEW is going to tear itself apart. And that's not me being a hater. That's me being very honest of what I've seen. And you see it. You know, a house divided cannot stand. And that's what we're seeing inside AEW right now. It is starting to tear itself apart. It started, yes, the big major thing, it started with CM Punk. But it's slowly been a downhill turn. Miro's not been exactly thrilled how he's been handled inside AEW as well. Aleister Black has not been extremely excited about how he's been handled in AEW. So there are wrestlers that are not happy with how they're being booked. All I know is this. Tony Khan has got to get a hold of this, because if he doesn't, like the man, don't like the man, I like having the other option of being able to sit down and watch AEW. Things are not good in AEW right now. Things are not good.